Alright. It's nighttime GTA. Standing here by the water. Looking over at this railroad. You can't see that screen. You're looking at gameplay while I'm talking. So, let's see how many questions do I have here for this Q&A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I have 8 questions. I wanted more, but I didn't get more, and I'm just gonna deal with the hand that I've been dealt. So, let's look at this. I don't know how I'm gonna answer them. Should I answer them from top to bottom, or should I just answer them however I want to answer them? Let's see. Alright, we can start with one of my friends, I guess. A-Base 2LGT. He's got a nice channel, you know, he's been doing montages. He's also recently finished a Outlast 2 playthrough. It's up there, you can watch it if you want. I liked it. From what I saw, it's pretty funny, and he's got some edited moments in there as well. So it's not just like raw footage, and he cuts out stuff. Unlike me, I played the entire thing, and the whole video is just me playing it. I don't take anything out. But he does a lot of edited content, and he's not a big YouTuber. He's smaller than I am, actually, but he's trying to get there, and he probably will get ahead of me one day if he continues it at this rate. And I think what you guys should do is at least check him out. And that's what I do when people tell me to do it. So I would, you know, I'd appreciate it if you did the same. But his question: did the duck go off? Well, did it? I don't know. Could've. Here, I'll ask him.
What?
Did the duck go off?
No.
And it did. Alright, so, do you think the ocean is salty because land doesn't wave back? That is a good pun. If you don't get it, too bad. Do you think the ocean is salty because the land doesn't wave back? It probably is, because you know, the ocean's been waving for a long time, bro. It's ever since the earth has been revolving on its axis and been revolving around the sun. It has constantly been waving. The water's always been waving. You know, the ocean's always been waving at the land. At the beach you see it, sometimes, you know, in rivers you see it. You know, you see it all the time. And for some reason, it just doesn't wave back. Doesn't. Ever. Land is just completely disrespectful. And the ocean has every right to be salty. Next question. Oh, this is the riddle. This riddle, I'm thinking about this riddle. Been looking at it, thinking hard. Shouldn't think too much. It seems pretty straightforward and easy. But I'm one of those people who overthink things even when they're easy. So it says, the line you are reading below is false. The line you are reading above is true. The line in the middle contains the answer. Choose the correct line. I say the top line is a line that is correct. But it's ironic, because if the top line is right, then that would mean the second line is false, which would make the top line incorrect and make the second line true, which would make the third line false, because it says the line above, or it says the middle line contains the answer, and then in the middle line it says the line above. So that would make you think that it's right. So what I think is that the middle line is technically true, but the top line is true. You know, it's like it's weird. Like, think about it. If the line you're reading below is false, right? Which would make the second line, the line you're reading above, false, which would make the top line false, which would make the second line true. I think that makes sense. Which would make the third line false as well, if the second line is the line that is true. Crazy. It's a crazy conundrum. But I could be wrong, but I think it's the second line, based off of that idea. If it's wrong, I guess I'll have Amir explain it to me. Moving on. Johnny MRC, another one of my friends, and he asks, what kind of future videos are you going to do or going to upload that you don't normally do, that you have planned? Well, I recently did a montage of like a bunch of different gameplay, so that will be the answer to that question. I did a montage where I had Tales of the Borderlands, Outlast, Whistleblower, Rainbow Six, WWE 2K17, Uncharted 3, what else? Rocket League, Battlefield, and UFC. Had all those games all into one montage, split into 2 parts. So that was one of the things that I had planned. Another thing I plan on doing, and I don't know if I'm going to do it, is a series using the Rockstar editor where I make like a story out of the things that I can do there. It sounded interesting on paper, but I didn't know if I can implement it properly for people to enjoy it. Go away. Okay. And moving up. Next question. How do you end a friendship? This is from Billy Joe. Longtime subscriber, been around for a while. How do you end a friendship? How do you end a friendship? I don't know. It's a question. I guess to end a friendship, you probably have to just stop talking to that friend in general and just break off any ties that you have with them. You can't just say, hey, I want to stop being friends. That's not a thing. You can't just say it. It happens naturally. You have to slowly do it. It's a slow process. Or you can just piss off that friend and never talk to them again. I mean, that's another way to end it. But if you're asking me how would I do it, I guess, if that's the question you're asking, as it is a very, very broad question. If I were to end a friendship, I'd just stop talking to them. Usually when I start talking to a friend, it's because I'm bored with them. I just didn't like, I don't know, like I don't hate them. It's not them. It's the fact that I just don't feel like we have anything in common. We have some things in common, but not what we need to have in common in order to maintain a friendship. You know what I mean? Like with me and Jonathan, we have video games in common. We have music in common. We have our ideas, our thought process in common. And the same thing with A-Base. But with that friend, for me, one of my friends, he had a lot of drama going on, and I was with him. I wanted to support him through it because he was my friend. I was like, okay, he's my friend. I can't just like leave him out, or leave him, out in the dark or whatever, and let him do his thing, and try to help him get away from bad situations, But after a while, it was just like, now that that's over, and now we could just be friends, and then it was just like, there's nothing we have in common. Just every time, there's no jokes shared. We just both just kind of talked. It was just like a conversation that wasn't entertaining. It was just like 2 guys who have the same job and talking to each other because they have the same job, not because they're friends, but because they need someone to talk to. That's what it seemed like eventually, and then I just kind of broke it off. So that's probably how I would do it. I would just stop talking to them. Are you insecure about anything? It's still Billy Joe, by the way. So I get insecure when someone notices something, like a flaw, and I don't notice it, and then when someone says it, now I'm starting to focus on it. Also, I don't like being controlled. I'm fine with taking orders, but when I'm literally supposed to do everything you say and nothing I want to do, that's not fun for me, and I don't like that. I don't like to be manipulated, and it can happen, but once I figure it out, I get on edge and I start thinking that everyone's out to get me. So I don't really like dealing with sociopaths, but you know, I know a couple, not a lot, a couple though. This one is from Lethal. Seen him in a couple of streams. I still don't know. That's oh, it's Obama with the Illuminati eyes. I never knew what that picture was, but now I know when I put my face up to my phone and look at it. How do you like your girls? Your grills? Girls? Grills. Girls, grills. I feel like he meant girls, but it says grills. What it? Okay, well, I'm gonna answer them like it's two questions, okay? So if he meant grills, well, honestly, I probably just want like the basic one, you know, like something just like a regular average grill, put some charcoal in there and barbecue some stuff. Like, I think that's just, I don't really need anything too fancy for that. If you talk about teeth grills, I don't like those at all. I don't think I need one. I think it's unnecessary. I like my teeth, except for like my bottom row of teeth. It's all crooked and such. And if you meant how do you like your girls, that's a bit of a that's a question that's kind of complex. Like, straightforward off the back, I'm gonna say I like them when they have a nice face, a nice waist, and they're in shape. That's what I like. And then they have to have some sort of hair. Like, some sort of real natural hair. That's good for me. And I'm satisfied. But it's crazy. I say that, but it's so weird because like the person or the woman I'm most attracted to has a pretty face and a great personality. So in the end, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm attracted to this type of girl, but I am, what do I say? How do I say it? I greatly admire this other girl, and she doesn't even have all that because she doesn't need it, because she's just awesome in general. Just, that's me being honest. And then oh, last question: can you spit some fire freestyle? Okay, so I put some thought into this. Now, I know freestyle is when you just like say everything off the top of your head or whatever. At least I think that's what it is, but I wrote something down because I thought it'd be easier. So I thought it'd be easier to spit something real. Okay, so ready? Alright. I'm no genius, just a man with a bunch of random thoughts. If I keep my head low enough, maybe I won't get caught. Trying to be a shy guy, I feel like a loser. Like I'm young Mike guy, lying to myself saying I don't want the spotlight. Truth is, all my life I just wanted to be great. Can't be shy guy no more. No, it's way too late. Graduated. My hair and face are messed up. Glad you hate it. Keep them insults coming. Everything you say is outdated. I've heard it all before. Heard it all from myself. Someone I can't ignore. But I'll get better. I promise I'll be a pro wrestler. I'll work hard in college. Finish those books. Get all my life together. Words don't change much. Actions do. Look in the mirror and tell myself, I'll make you a better you. There you go. I hope that was good. I don't know, I had fun there. If I sound like I'm depressed, it's because it's late night. My voice is deep, and if I talk too loud, people are going to get annoyed. But anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye. Oh, and leave questions in the comment section for the next Q&A. Do that if you made it that far.